Hey everybody, how's it going? It's been a while since I've hopped in front of the camera, so I thought I'd hop on because I have a lot of new followers. So I thought I'd introduce myself, and I realized I've never formally introduced myself to those of you watching me on YouTube. So here it goes. My name is Chris Paparo. I'm originally from Long Island. I've been here my whole life. Went to high school here, went to college at Southampton College, back when it was Long Island University, and I've got a degree in marine science. I currently am the manager of the Marine Sciences Center for Stony Brook University at the Southampton campus. So I'm in charge of a $10 million research lab where I work with researchers that study everything from harmful algal blooms all the way up to whales. So for my day job, I have a really interesting job. As Fish Guy Photos, I'm a naturalist, so I like to focus on Long Island's wildlife. Yes, I've focused on some tropical places such as Upi in the Solomon Islands, where I just was recently, and up in Alaska where I do a lot of fishing. So I'll bounce around a little bit, but primarily I like to focus on the cool stuff that's right here in our own backyard. And there's a lot of really neat stuff. And recently, if you've noticed, I haven't been posting a whole lot of fishy stuff. One of the things about Long Island, though, is in the winter it's cold and there's just not a ton of fish around or marine life, and the weather can be tricky to fly the drone and other stuff with all the wind, snow, ice. So I typically switch gears in the winter time and start focusing on bird life. And if you've been following along lately, you'll notice I have a couple of cameras in birdhouse boxes, and one of my favorites is my wood duck box. So that's in my backyard. I live in Calverton, and I've been having 2 clutches of wood ducks every year for about the last 5 or 6 years. I know many of you look forward to spring when the little babies hatch and jump out of the box. I typically try to go live when that happens. In recent years, I've added a barred owl box. Now, barred owls are not native to Long Island. That box is located at my in-laws' house up in Connecticut. They have a farm in Lebanon, Connecticut. And there's a bunch of barred owls there, so I put up an owl box a couple years ago with the help of a good friend who built it for me. And the first season it was up, we had owls. They fledged 3 chicks, and it was super exciting to watch. They're back again for their second season. As of now, there's only 2 eggs. I'm hoping they'll lay 1 more egg, but they'll lay anywhere from 1 to 5 eggs, so 2 or 3 is probably right around where they're going. I've just added a bluebird box to my list of birdhouses with cameras in it, and I just this morning had bluebirds in the box, so stay tuned for that. I've got a screech owl box. I haven't had much luck with that yet, but fingers crossed, maybe this season we'll have it happen. So in the winter months I typically switch gears and get away from a little of the fishy stuff. So I hope for those of you that followed me in the summer, because all of my fish content, the sharks, striped bass, the bluefish, the whales and dolphins, I hope you're enjoying the content I'm putting out now. For those that are following me because of the bird content, I hope you stick around in the summer when I switch gears again and get back into more of the marine life. Being the fish guy, that's where my heart is the ocean and the bays. It's just there's just so much cool stuff around the island, though, that I like to mix it up during the winter months. So if you enjoy my content, please make sure you hit like, share it with your friends, comment. It really, really, really helps me out a lot when you guys do that. It gets my my videos and pictures in front of other people. So the more that you like and comment, the more it really helps me out. I try to answer as many comments as I can, but it gets tricky because I have my day job with Stony Brook, and then I lecture 2 or 3 nights a week. Last night I was at the East Islip Library. I host a lecture series at Ubergeek Brewing Company in Riverhead every other Thursday. So I'm quite busy at night, quite busy during the day, and then I try to write in between there. So I just had an article in The Fisherman. So again, I'm quite busy, so it's hard sometimes to get to every comment, but I do read them all, and I do appreciate all the comments that you make. So again, I hope I didn't lose any of you guys by switching gears and mixing it up a little bit here. But again, there's just so much cool stuff here on Long Island and now abroad to Connecticut. that I really like to share all that with you. So again, thank you everybody for following along, and stay tuned for some pretty cool stuff.